Shalom. Shalom. First and foremost, we begin this lesson. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Racha, Kodash, call Halal, Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Racha, Kodash, the water Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, for the spirit and truth. Do another lesson. Double honors to my apostles, the elders of great millstone, who will well. So salutations to the Akim across the four corners of the earth that's laboring in the faith. All right, pressing towards that mark of salvation. All right, feeding the flock. All right, sincerity, faith, and honesty. All right, and Shalom, YAHAWAH, which is peace and love towards the elect. All right, the elect of Israel, which consists of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. All right, I'm the brother Kwame Charlotte from GMS St. Petersburg, Florida. All right, the camp out here in St. Pete, and as you can see, the title is just a spiritual form. All right, something I've been meditating on for a while. All right, concerning judgment, man. All right, and the scriptures tell you judgment, all right, must begin in the house of the Lord. All right, because you have a lot of guys, you know, that come into the understanding of who they are, all right, their nationality, but they really don't have faith, man. They really don't believe in the scriptures. They really don't believe in the power. All right, they just see it as something to do, man. You know, oh, let me go out on the highways and let me put some videos up, all right, and let me get a huge congregation to follow me. Well, one thing you have to understand is that your faith is on trial, man. All right, all of our faith is on trial, man. You got a lot of guys, all right, in the truth that really don't believe, man. All right, speaking about these other camps, all right, guys who are bucking up against the elders, all right, and really the scriptures tell you in the book of Romans, I think 16th chapter or 17th chapter, all right, mark those that cause division, man. All right, because guys is teaching the truth, all right, for likes and comments, man, all right, and for filthy lucre's sake, all right, and to build up a congregation, okay, to actually be carnal, man, all right, which you people will understand that in the times that we're coming into, all right, which the scriptures tell you in the book of Ezekiel 38, thou shalt go up into the city of unwalled villages, all right, because, see, America, this place dwells in great pride, man, all right. Here it is, you can do what you want, man, all right, you can believe in what you want to believe in, okay. You don't have to worry about a bomb being dropped over you, man, all right. And then you ask somebody, you know, what time you're living in, all right, and they'll tell you, oh, I'm not worried, oh, we don't got to worry about war, go, oh, we have go, no, we're not, oh, we have the best military, all right, and Shalom, Yahawah, Shabbat, I'm sorry, y'all can tune in, all right. Well, what you people are going to realize is that Yahawah Shai is getting ready to do with this economic state, man, all right, with the Federal Reserve note, man, all right, because America was built to be destroyed, man, all right, and a lot of you jakes, all right, you're going to be tried when that RFID chip, which is a mark of the beast, becomes mandatory, man. A lot of you guys really don't believe that because you don't have faith, man, all right. Israel always lack faith, man, always lack faith, and this is why Yahawah Shai always go with a remnant, man, right? Because majority of jakes, right, didn't have faith, man, right, didn't believe, okay? So I'm gonna start off with Amos chapter 9, verse 9. For lo, I will command and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as corn is sifted in the sea, yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. Now, I brought this out because when you go into the etymology of that word, therefore sift, all right? I'll go ahead and bring it out real quick. All right, here it is.
Strong's H5128.
God, and that word there for sift, all right, it says, oh, Salakia, that's not it, Salakia Akim. Here it is. All right, yeah, it says to shake, to quaver, vibrate, swing, stagger, all right, to toss, to shake, all right, and then you go into, oh, okay, it looks like, oh, okay, yeah, he might have changed it. But basically that word there for sift, it says to try one's faith, man, all right? And that's what YAHAWASHI is going to do in the nation of Israel, man. All right, when RFID chip, which is a mark of the beast, is mandatory. Cause see, a lot of jakes out here, you know, they don't believe that because they still feel they're comfortable under the Federal Reserve note. All right, they can establish themselves in this economy. All right, they can establish themselves in America or wherever they at. Well, there's coming a time where, according to prophecy, the scriptures tell you the dollar shall cease, man. All right. Why? Because the so-called white man Esau Edom, all right, is on the verge of trying to establish his new world order, which will come to naught according to the scriptures. All right, but that time will come, and we'll try all of us, man. All right, and especially you Jakes out there, 2/3 of you, all right, they know you're Israelites, okay, and don't push the truth, man. All right, but you actually teach this the truth for filthy lucre's sake, man. All right, and to deceive many. The scriptures tell you to deceive, and to deceive are his, man. All right. This is Revelations chapter 3. All right, Revelations chapter 3, verse 10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience. All right, and who is that talking to? That's talking about the elect, man. All right, the scriptures say, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, man. All right. And this is what we are striving to be. We're striving to be Lord's widow's men, which we believe we are, man. All right. Keeping the patience, all right, because when you take a look out on the things that's going on around on the four corners of the earth, out there in Ukraine and under martial law, out there in Paris, all right, they having riots, all right, protesting against the government due to the taxation, man, all right. Out there in Nigeria, they having riots, man, all right. So always in the Middle East, all right, there's wars, all right, Yemen. All right, Syria, all right, and here it is in America. You can just you can click on NBA.com and check out how many points LeBron dropped yesterday, man. All right, and that's all you people really care about, man. All right, when is the next Empire episode coming out? What about Love and Hip Hop? Well, see, your benefits was getting ready to be stripped from you, man. All right, because this place dwelled in great pride. Matter of fact, that's the spirit. Let's go ahead and grab this real quick. All right. In 2 Ezra chapter 8, verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. Right, the scripture says, for many great miseries shall be done unto them. All right. And this is why the scriptures speak about YAHAWASHI said, he said, I come to set a man at variance against his father. And then the scriptures also say, the love of many shall wax cold, man. Well, how is that also going to happen? Because you have brothers in this truth, all right, that have separated themselves from their so-called family, man, all right? And then what? Now the scriptures speak about they shall give you up, all right, and cause some of you to be put to death, man, all right? So some of our family members, so-called family members, all right, and then ultimately these false kips, all right, these guys out here claiming that they have the truth, well, ultimately they're set up to be agents for Satan, man, all right? Who so-called took the Judas purse, all right, what you would say, all right, because ultimately they didn't have faith, man. That's why I brought out Amos 9 and 9. The scripture say, for lo, I will command and sift the house of Israel, man. Try one's faith, all right, and this is why, matter of fact, let's go ahead and grab that too, all right, Zechariah, because Job knew, all right, that when he shall be brought forth, when he shall be tried, he shall come forth as gold. All right, and that's the state of mind that the elect, all right, the men of the Lord are in, man. All right, this is why we give all diligence to make our calling and election sure. All right, this is Zechariah chapter 13. All right, Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8. It says, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith YAHAWASHI, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. Cause when YAHAWASHI get the sift in the house of Israel, all right, he said 2 parts of his people shall be cut off and die, man. And how is that going to happen? By the 4 sore plagues of YAHAWASHI. All right, see, which you people, you know, you read about it. You read about what happened in the land of Egypt. All right, but a lot of you people think that YAHAWASHI is a power that just winks at ignorance and just he can't stand. He don't want to deal with ignorance. Man. He don't want to deal with evil, man. He can't see it. All right, like the Most High YAHAWASHI, it's just, you know, oh, I can't stand that. No, man, the scriptures tell you, Yahawashim I said, I kill and I make alive, man. Shall that be evil in the city and the Lord have not done it? So Yahawashim is the one who's sanctioning death, all right, and sanctioning life, man, simultaneously. All right, the scriptures tell you not one of the least sparrows fall from the earth, man. All right, if it was not sanctioned from Yahawashim, so how much more us, man? How much more the man of the Lord? All right, how much more the house of Israel, man? You know, and this is why I brought out Amos 9 and 8. Because a lot of guys really don't believe in the truth, man, and they're going to be exposed in the times we're coming into when there's no internet, all right, when there's no food, all right, because a lot of these guys have children, all right, and a lot of these guys have a certain status in America, all right, and they have a certain flock, all right, on their channel, man, all right, so they think that this is just something to do, man. I can make a profit off of the Lord's money, man. All right, well, it's coming a time where Yahawashi is going to come looking for everything that he gave you, man. Because this is the Lord's money, all right? This don't belong to you, man. The scriptures tell you, you are bought with a price, all right? A lot of Jakes don't believe that, man. They're going to find out after death by pain, all right? Zechariah 13, verse 8, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith Yahawashi, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. Kind. The scriptures say in the book of 2nd Ezra that then shall ye know who are my chosen man. All right, when what? When the time, all right, of martial law and the time of amen, all jokes, all right, is put to the side, all the laughing and the games. All right, all of your followers, all right, and all the stuff that you Jakes are teaching is true for, and in vain, vanity, all right, it's going to come to cease, and it's just going to be about you, all right, in that time, man, okay, and a lot of you guys are not establishing yourself in the faith, man, okay, you know, and this is why the scriptures tell you, what's that, oh yeah, the righteous shall scarcely be saved, man, all right, because a lot of you Jakes, all right, you don't believe, man, you know. Zechariah chapter 13, verse 9, and I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. This is why Job, matter of fact, let's get that real quick. This is Job. All right. You know, we have a clear understanding of this, man. All right, this is Job chapter 21. It's like verse 20, chapter 22. Let me see. Oh, that's not it. Okay, I can bear with me real quick. Bear with me real quick. I can lock the shelf. I think it's 34. Come forward. That should be up. No, that's not it. All right, Con, here it is. This is Job chapter 14, verse 13. Oh, that thou wouldest hide me in the grave, that thou wouldest keep me in secret until thy wrath be past, that thou wouldest appoint me a set time and remember me. Verse 14, if a man die, shall he live again? All the days of my appointed time will I wait till my change come. All right, so Job knew that he would soon change, man. All right, which is, what is that change? That change is when Yahawashi returns. All right, and this is why the scripture say, blesses all those that die in the Lord, man, in faith. All right, because Job understood, and King David as well, man. All right, that reincarnation. All right, that we will receive that new covenant, man. All right, where we will have put on that new man. All right, that in immortality. All right, which is why we are striving for perfection here on the planet Earth today, man. Renewing our strength day by day. The scriptures tell you the spirit is renewed day by day. But 2/3 of our people, all right, and a lot of Jakes, all right, they don't really believe in these scriptures, man. All right, this is why Yahawashi is not increasing them, man. All right, like this guy Adam Abbott, I guess he's a flavor of the week. All right, you telling the apostles they need to step up. Okay, you know what type of spirit is that, man? All right, that's out of order, man. Here it is. You telling you saying that you above the elders, man. You know, that's off, man. All right. something I've been meditating on through the Spirit, man. You know, this is 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy. So this is what we're supposed to do, man. This is the whole duty of man, all right? Fear the Most High, keep his commandments, man, all right? And to teach this truth, man, all right? YAHAWASHI said, my meat is to do the will of him that sent me, so how much more his land? He said, as thou hast sent me into the world, have I sent them into the world, man. All right, so we come in the same state of YAHAWASHI to do the same thing YAHAWASHI did. All right, and that's bring back the nation of Israel to that power, man. Al-Hayy now, YAHAWASHI. All right, this is why a lot of men, all right, that know they're Israelites, they don't want to come into the truth, man. All right, because they have to put off the things of this world, man. They can't accept, all right, being denied, man. You know. And that's why the Lord is going to begin to set the house of Israel, man. Because a lot of you jakes, you're going to be bugging out in the times we're coming into, man. All right? Because a lot of you people, you can't see the dollar bill collapsing, man. All right? You can't see a world economic reset, man. All right? You can't see a RFID chip being a mark of the beast, and it's here. You know? Well, that's because you have trusting in oppression, man. You have become comfortable with oppression. You have trusting in those that persecute you, man. All right, those that hate you, man. All right, so that's why the scripture says Proverbs 16. All right, though hand join the hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished, man. So YAHAWASHI is going to do away with 2/3 as well, man. All right, 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith YAHAWASHI. And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imagination against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. Kind. A lot of people speak against primarily Great Millstone. Why? Because they call us what, faith-based Israelites, man. Start with the eldest apostle, Great Millstone, other apostle Hall went down. Why? Because why would you call us faith-based Israelites? Because you don't have faith, man. A lot of you guys don't really have faith, man. Right? You wasn't rooted, right, and grounded in YAHAWASHI. You didn't believe, man. Right? And the times we're coming into, you're going to get exposed, man. All right. 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 4. For all the unfaithful shall die their unfaithfulness. Kind. All right. So look, we're not here to give a damn about if you don't believe in the Lord or not, man. All right. If you don't believe in the Lord, hey, that's up between you and the Heavenly Father through His only begotten Son, man. All right, we're here to do one thing, and that's wake up the house of David, man, the elect. We're not concerned about a great multitude of men coming into the truth, because the scriptures didn't speak about a great multitude of men, all right, being saved. It said 1/3, man, all right. Now, although 1/3 is a big number, all right, but it's not compared to the many, the mass slaughter of the so-called Negro Latino American Indians that YAHAWASHI is going to do to 2/3 of his people, man, because they are rebellious and stiff-necked people, man. They didn't want to get right. When the time of repentance was open up to them, all right, they loathed that, man, all right. 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 5. Behold, saith YAHAWASHI, I will bring plagues upon the world. So this is what you see right now, man. All right, we are in the beginning of birth pains, man. Hey, YAHAWASHI said, when you see upwards of the people, riots, all right, famines, earthquakes in diverse places, earthquakes in Alaska, man, all right, so forth and so on. Hey, he said these are the beginning of sorrows, man. Even the book of Jeremiah and the book of 2 Ezra speaks about that, man. All right, so the times we're coming into are serious times, man, detrimental times where a lot of you jakes, all right, are not prepared spiritually, man. The only way to prepare yourself spiritually is by the walk by faith, man. All right? A lot of guys don't have faith, man. You know? They want to be somebody, and I get it too, man. You know? Jake ain't been nobody in a long time. But the scripture say put you on the yoke of the Lord, man. You know, if you suffer with him, you shall be glorified with him. But Jake don't want to suffer, man. You know? Jake don't want to endure, man. You know? 2 Ezra 15, verse 5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. All right, the scripture says, I will bring plagues upon the world, man. All right, so that's everywhere, man. The scripture tell you, no man will escape. Okay, no man can escape the judgment of YAHAWASHI. All right, he's the power of judgment, man. All right, the scripture tell you he's the just Lord. In the midst thereof, he will do no iniquity, man. All right. Verse 6, for wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. God, man. Because what? Job 9:24 tell you the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. And 2/3 of our people, they have been comfortable with oppression, so that they transgress the law daily, man. You know, and you know, we go off, all right, but we don't go off to go off intentionally, man. All right. That's what separates the elect from the nation Israel, because we're going to always come back into the remembrance, all right? Come back into the faith and cleanse ourselves by these words, man, which is taking on the yoke of YAHWASHI, which is what? Being imprisoned and bound by hope and doing what he told us to do, man. Go out in season and out of season, man. All right? Teach this truth, man. Okay? This truth should be priority, man. All right? You got a lot of jakes out here, man. They get a little truth. All right, they get a little knowledge, and then they want to tell you, they want to be over the apostles, man. You know, just completely bugged out, man. You know, and this is why, like Apostle Tahar said in his last video, man, thy eyes shall see thy teachers. He said a lot of you jakes, man. He say that you Adam Abbott, you know, you're not going to get it, man. You might as well just go back in the world and do what you was doing before you started teaching, man, or so-called teaching, because all you doing is leading the flock straight, man. So you need to repent and tell them you're going back in the world, man, because this ain't for you, right? Because clearly the Lord is not dealing with you, man. How plain and obvious the mark of the beast is. Matter of fact, you and that guy who was sitting next to you, when I was watching the video, he looked like he gonna take the chip, man. All right. The guy who was sitting right next to you, he looked like he gonna take the chip, man. You know, and we need, man, you know what? Take the damn chip, man. Right, because at the end of the day, you guys don't have faith, man. Okay, and this is why the Lord is going to put on His man, all right, the spirit to slaughter you niggas in that time, man. Lord's will, all right. Lord's will, I'll be one of those men, man. He raised up in that time, all right, to be a weapon, all right, and run through you people, man. All right, because you jakes is hard-headed and stiff-necked in Israel, man. You know, you can see it, rebellious and stiff-necked, hard-headed as hell, man. No order, you know. 2 Ezra 15, verse 6. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Scripture saying their hurtful works are fulfilled, man. I will, therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. So you exercising wickedness, man. Right? Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth, that's the elect. And to me, and the souls of the just complain continuously. All right? And the souls of the just complain continuously. Let's go ahead and grab a precept, because that's all I want off the bat. All right? And the souls of the just complain continuously. You know? You have men out here that actually dedicated their whole life to pushing this truth. And you jakes out here playing around, man. And you know what? You know, we applaud you, you know, because at the end of the day, the spirit, YAHAWASHI said, deceive our heads, man. So the Lord put the spirit on you guys, right, to be rebellious, all right, and be stiff-necked, okay, to be examples of what not to be, man. So you only fulfilling prophecy. All right, scriptures say there shall be many more that perish than be saved. Psalms 37, all right, because it said the righteous, it said the souls of the just complain continuously. All right, this is Psalms 37, and I'm gonna start at verse. I'm going to start at verse 25. All right. It says, I have been young and now am old, yet have I not seen the righteous forsaken. All right. Another word for just is righteous, man. All right. So YAHAWASHI has, did the Lord YAHAWASHI forsaken Lot, just Lot? All right. The scripture say, and he saved just Lot, man. That's twofold. Because the Lord only saved just Lot, and he saved just Lot, because Lot was a righteous man, according to YAHAWASHI. Hey, did not YAHAWASHI tell Abraham, if I could find 50 righteous men? So there it is, man. And he went all the way down to 10. Just to throw that out there. The YAHAWASHI was making an example of how small that remnant of righteous man is on the planet Earth here today. And this is why we are scattered across the four corners of the earth, man. And that will be the New Jerusalem that will ascend out of heaven. Lord's will be part of that number, which I believe we are those, man. According to our faith, which is confidence, man. All right, raised up in these last days to be battle axes and weapons of war. All right, when the enemy come in as a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him, man. All right, we believe in these scriptures. You see, we know what time we living in, man. We know the powers of the universe, man. We know that anything is possible with YAHAWASHI. But you guys really don't believe. You just calling on the names. Romans 10, man. All right, how can they know except that they have had a teacher? But you guys is telling your teachers they need to step up. It's bugged out, man. But hey, like the elder said, you just the flavor of the week. Real soon, you ain't gonna be talked about too long. All right, you're gonna be bugged out real soon, man. Psalms 37, verse 26. He is ever merciful and lendeth, and his seed is blessed. Depart from evil and do good, and dwell forevermore. Well, this is what the elect have done, man. The elect is departed from evil, man. All right, we're not concerned with a whole bunch of followers. We're not concerned with being somebody, being popular. All right, being seen. No, but we know according to the scriptures that we are a spectacle unto the earth, to the angels, and to men. But we understand our whole mission. We understand our job. We understand our position here on the planet Earth. All right, as the YAHAWASHI told Daniel in the 12th chapter. Okay, we understand we have to stand in our line at the end of the days to prophesy, man. All right, YAHAWASHI said, "Then shall they know who are my disciples, man." All right. So we know what's the reason of this word being here, which is to comfort the elect. All right, and to foretell the things that are going to come here on the planet Earth, man. All right, by the way of judgment, man. Thus said the scriptures. All right, Psalms 37, verse 27. Depart from evil and do good, and dwell forevermore. For YAHAWASHI loveth judgment. All right, read that again. Psalms 37, verse 28. For YAHAWASHI loveth judgment, and then that's why I brought out in Amos 9 and 9. For I will command and sift out the house of Israel, man. All right, that's the times we're coming into, man. All right, well, a lot of you jakes are going to fail that test, man, because a lot of you jakes do not have faith. All right, and a lot of you, and that's so beautiful, man, because going right back to one of my favorite precepts, man. One of my favorite precepts, Job 5, man. All right, starting at verse 19. All right, matter of fact, let's go ahead and grab it. Let's go ahead and grab it. Because this is why I do these spiritual forms, just to go through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI. The Lord's will to edify the elect, the house of David. All right. Job chapter 5, verse 19. I'm gonna start verse. I'm gonna start at verse 14. Job 5 and 14. They meet with darkness in the daytime, and grope in the noonday as in the night. But he saveth the poor from the sword, from their mouth, and from the hand of the mighty. That's going all the way back to 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter. Said the souls of the just complain unto me continuously, man. All right. And then what? The scriptures tell you in the book of Psalms, the 37th chapter, that what? I have been young and now I'm old, nor have I seen the righteous forsaken, man. All right. So we are examples of how YAHAWASHI delivered just a lot, man. All right. Who was what? Vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. Well, we're vexed. All right. Not only with the filthy conversation. All right. Because another word for convo is conduct. All right. So we're not only vexed by what we see on a daily basis. All right. But what we hear on a daily basis. All right, but we waiting patiently for YAHAWASHI to return. All right, because with YAHAWASHI returning is judgment. All right, and that's what we're waiting on. We know the Most High YAHAWASHI love judgment. Well, we love judgment as well, man. All right, the scriptures tell you, be ye perfect, for your heavenly Father is perfect, man. All right. The Lord said he loveth none but him that dwelleth with wisdom, man. All right. Roughly to say. All right. Because what? The fear of YAHAWASHI is the beginning of wisdom. So the Lord, this is why the book of remembrance was established, man. All right. For those that feared and thought upon his name. All right. Job chapter 5, verse 15. But he saveth the poor from the sword, from their mouth, and from the hand of the mighty. All right. So the poor have hope, and iniquity stoppeth her mouth. Behold, happy is the man whom the Most High corrected. Con, man. All right, because the scripture tell you the book of Job. All right, the 12th chapter, man. All right, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, not Job, the 12th chapter. Hebrews, the 12th chapter, right? In Proverbs, the 3rd chapter, man. Whom the Most High loveth, he correct, man. All right. But a lot of you jakes can't accept correction. If you can't accept correction from the elders or the men or the heads of your camp, or even the younger brother, man, you gotta know it's the spirit that's speaking through him, man. At the end of the day, you have to know it's the spirit speaking. At the end of the day, and again, a lot of you guys fail the realization, all right, of the spirit, man. All right. That's why the scripture say, "With all thy getting, get understanding, man." All right, a lot of you guys don't really understand, all right, the whole duty of man. You think the Most High is just this word is just a game, right? Like this place is gonna last forever, man. YAHAWASHI is getting ready to shorten the times up, man. The scripture say, "Behold, I come as a thief." You people are not expecting YAHAWASHI return, man. You know. But we are, man. And this is why we accept correction. Why? Because the scriptures tell you, as many as I love, I rebuke and chasten. Be zealous, therefore, and repent, man. All right. So we know that if the Lord rebuked us, all right, and he getting on us by the man that's over us, right? The man that's, because we all subject to each other. Well, the Lord loves us, man. He dealing with us, man. All right. That's judgment, because the Lord loves judgment, man. All right. Rather than putting us to death, all right, but preserving us from evil, man. That's what YAHAWASHI prayed for. He said, "I pray not that thou take them out of the world, but that thou shouldest deliver them from evil." All right? Well, those men are here today fulfilling their lot, man. That's the elect. Job chapter 5, verse 17. Behold, happy is the man whom the Most High corrected. Therefore despise not thou the chastening of the Almighty, for he maketh sore and bindeth up. All right? He woundeth, and his hands make whole. God. And that's why YAHAWASHI is the judge, man, the ultimate judge, man, because he's a power of balance, man. All right, YAHAWASHI is a man of his word, man, and that's a beautiful thing for us brothers to be in this truth and understand that, man. We have a shot at being one of those men that's going to be receiving that crown of life, man. All right, that crown of immortality. One of those men, all right, who stood so stiffly for the names of YAHAWASHI, you know. Why? Because YAHAWASHI balanced it out by chastening us, but ultimately by giving us this truth in a time of grace, man, all right, to establish the house of David, man. You know, Lord's will, we endure to the end, we those men, all right. Which I believe we are, all right, if we continue in the things which we were taught. The scriptures tell you, continue in the things which thou hast learned, man. Right? Job 5, verse 19. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yea, in 7, all right, complete. Yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. God, YAHAWASHI said there be some standing here that shall not taste of death, man. All right, until they see the kingdom of their Lord, man. All right, showing you reincarnation. Those same souls that really have faith, really believe, they here today, man. All right, okay. And primarily the 144,000, the house of David, man, the army, the ground troops of the Lord, man. All right, the angels who were cast down into the chains of darkness, man. All right, some of them are asleep in the faith, but guess what? They're gonna be first resurrected, man. All right, the dead in YAHAWASHI shall rise first, and then you have men here on the planet Earth, all right, that are going to receive a taste of those powers. The scripture tell you, those that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength, man. YAHAWASHI is going to get busy here on the planet Earth real soon, man. All right, because this war, All right, that the spiritual is finna get physical real soon. All right, and guess what? It's gonna go head to head with the elites on the left-hand side and the elites on the right-hand side, man. All right, and then shall be known who are my chosen, thus said the scriptures. All right, YAHAWASHI is gonna lift up that standard, man. And ain't nothing nobody can do. When YAHAWASHI put his spirit on those men to execute his will, man. All right, his judgment. Okay. All right. Scriptures say he shall lift up a standard, man. All right. So the elect shall prevail, all right, through the hour of temptation. All right. That's what this is boiling down to, man. All right. The elect shall overcome. All right. That's what need to be preached. Okay, but Jake don't want to teach the truth. All right. Job chapter 5, verse 19. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. Verse 20. In famine he shall redeem thee from death. Scripture saying, famine he shall redeem thee from death, man. Well, who is that? YAHAWASHI. This is why Scripture said we are. He said, it is not. He said, the flesh profiteth nothing, but the spirit. All right. The words that I speak, they are spirit and life, man. Well, this is why we're cleaving unto these words. All right, because in the time of famine, we're gonna be full. Because what? Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, man. This is why scriptures refer to him as the bread of life and the living water, man. All right? Because through YAHAWASHI, we're going to be stable with it, which is what? Our confidence, man, our faith. All right? Job 5 and 20, it says, if in famine he shall redeem thee from death, kind. And Amos 8 and 11 tell you of a great famine that's coming, a famine of hearing these words. Because everybody will soon realize that those men who was out there on the corners teaching the truth, sincerity, faith, and honesty, i.e., Great Millstone on down, Manavella, DTN, all you occupant out there teaching the truth, sincerity, faith, and honesty, consists of the body of YAHAWASHI, Mashiach, 144,000 of y'all shall down without. All right? And truth, sincerity, man, hey, man, I need to be around them because the Lord is preserving them for some reason. Because that's when the shit gonna hit the fan, and you gonna know that, hey, man, I should have hearkened into those men, man, and have heard those words that they were speaking. Why? Because the words that we're speaking is not our words, but the words of YAHAWASHI. All right, St. Luke 10 and 16, man. All right, he that despiseth you despises me, man, and despiseth him that sent me. All right, so that's called order, man. All right, you know, and those men here are on the planet Earth today, man. Okay, Job 5 verse 20. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. All right, amen. That's beautiful, man. And in war from the power of the sword. That's twofold. We out there on the corners, YAHAWASHI, the spirit of YAHAWASHI take over, man. This is why the scripture tell you this is the inheritance of his saints, man. All right, that no weapon formed against thee shall prosper. Why? Because one of the ultimate weapons is the tongue. All right. So when guys come up and try to debunk the truth, all right, well, the spirit of YAHAWASHI lift up a standard then, man. All right. Okay. And what? And the scriptures tell you in Hebrews 4 and 12, the words of the Most High, quick and powerful, sharper than any two-edged sword. All right. So what? In war, it says, in war from the power of the sword, right, man? All right. So that's why we give all praise, honor, and glory to YAHAWASHI, man. All right. Job 5 and 21. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue. There it is. Neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. Come. So this is why we tell you people, hey, live it up. You know, or you can talk about us, laugh, you know, rejoice. You know, I appreciate it. We need that, man. All right, because that goes to show you that YAHAWASHI is a man in his word. All right, he said, ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, man. Okay. It says, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. Because what the scripture says in Proverbs 1 and 22. All right. The Most High shall laugh, man. All right. YAHAWASHI shall laugh, man. All right. Because what? Wisdom is crying out in the streets. But wisdom dwelleth with who? With the holy prophets. The scripture say in the book of Wisdom of Solomon, making them friends and prophets to the Most High, man. All right. Job, I was going to say Wisdom of Solomon. Job chapter 5, verse 21. Thou shalt be hid, all right, from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. For thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beast of the field shall be at peace with thee. Come on, man. All right? That's the times we're coming into, man. Destruction, famine. All right? You have to have a certain spirit on you. YAHAWASHI have to be on you in that time to laugh at death and destruction. Why? Because you, and the Lord said he sanctified himself for us, man. So the spirit got to be on you, man. All right, in that time to actually laugh on death and destruction. And another reason how, through the spirit, as I was just sitting here meditating, another reason how YAHAWASHI is going to try a lot of you Jake's faith too is by those of your loved ones, man. All right, because in the times we're coming into, a lot of your loved ones is going to be asking for answers, man. All right, and you're going to have an opportunity there to go back into the world or to tell them, look, man, I told you this then, all right, or, hey, man, follow the spirit. All right, a lot of Jakes is going to fall out in the times we're coming into because of that woman, all right, because they children got to eat, all right, and I'm not talking about the sincere brothers here in Great Millstone. I'm talking about these other these guys out here that know they're Israelites, man. All right, prophesying to the wind. All right, a lot of you guys is gonna realize that YAHAWASHI is not a game, man. All right, he's not no game, man. And a lot of you guys is gonna understand that, man. All right, so that's a call halal Yahawah, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Kakadash, the Wadi Yahawah, Bahashim, Yahushai for the spirit of truth. Double honors to my apostles, the elders of Great Millstone, telling this truth through the spirit. Single salutations to you, Akim, across the four corners of the earth, to preaching this truth, saving faith and honesty, principles and mark of salvation. Shalom, YAHAWAH, Shalom, which is peace and love towards the elect of Israel, man. Shalom.